Hello guys, welcome back to another YouTube video with Tank Reaper today on World of Warships console. That's right, we are covering the American Tier 2 destroyer, the Wickes. It's a wick. It has a wick inside of it, so you can burn a candle. You know, the wick inside a candle, so you can burn it. Well, let's go over the captain first, before we go over the ship's stats and stuff. I thought that people... what I have for him is contact is important, which means it helps the torpedo speed by 4 kilometers better. The sea detection range to make the ship even more stealthier. The torpedo launching reload time, which is 4%, and the smoke screen dispersion time and smoke screen display time as well. In his legendary skill, because he is a legendary captain, he gets the unstoppable, which damage control party reload time. But if you want to know what the names of these is, smoke on the water, back in the stock, and look at me now. So that's what I have for this American captain. And let's talk about some of the stats about the ship. So right off hand, you can tell it gets high explosive AP and torpedoes. I'm not going to cover these right here, I'm going to cover them in the other stats. But it does get a damage control party, a smoke generation, which concealment duration is 20 seconds. Smoke screen dispersion time 109 seconds. Reload time is 240 seconds. Sorry for that, guys. And you get 2 charges. You also get this. This is the engine boost, which max speed is 8%. Concealment duration 120% seconds. Reload time is 180 seconds, and number of durations, you get 2 of them. Let's go over the survivability. Sorry for that, guys. A little of a cough. The hit points of the ship is 8,900, which is pretty good for a American destroyer. The main batteries, it gets 102mm Mark 12. It gets 4 of them times 1. Firing range is 8.7 kilometers. Reload time is 7 seconds. 180. Turning time is 15.7 seconds. The HE shells, max HE shell damage is 1,500. Firing chance is 6%. The AP shell damage is 1,759. The American torpedoes is 533 meters. Meaning triple, it gets 4 of them times 3, so like you get 4 torpedo launchers with 3 in each one. Reload time is 38.4 seconds. 180 turning time is 7.2 seconds. Max damage is 9,900, and torpedo protection range by sea is 1.1 kilometers. Torpedo range is 5 kilometers, and torpedo speed is 60 knots. So pretty good for the American destroyer. The AA for the American Wickes is 12.7mm Browning M2 Mod 2 guns. It gets 2 times 1, so it gets a good bit of them. Average damage per second is 8. Firing range is 1.2 kilometers, and it gets a 76.2mm 23 Mark 7. It gets 1 times 1. Average damage is 1. And firing range is 3 kilometers. Max speed is 34 knots. Turning circle radius is 520 meters, and rudder shift time is 2.7 seconds. Concealment, now destroyers is more the place where we're going to talk a little bit more about this concealment. I know I didn't really talk about it on the tier 1 ships, cruisers, but that was at tier 1. This is at tier 2, and you're going to need to learn how to do the concealment. The directability range by sea is 5.5 kilometers. Directability after firing your main gun shells, which once you fire guns, your maximum range of your guns, your spotting distance will become that far as well. So it's 8.7 kilometers. Direction when the ship is on fire is 7.5. So when you're on fire, they can basically spot you. The duration range by air 2.9, so aircraft can basically spot you. Duration after firing a main gun 4.9 from the air, duration when the ship is on fire, 5.9 kilometers. The duration range is 5 kilometers, and duration while fire in smoke is 2 kilometers. But unlike most ships, which we're going to cover about this in the future, destroyers do not get a penalty when they fire in smoke, but you can't spot for yourself when you're inside smoke. But that's a bad thing when you're inside one. But I think that's enough with the jibber jabber, guys. Let's take this little American destroyer out and see what she can do. I'll see you guys there. See you when we get there. And our first game today, guys. Yes, that's right, on Polar. This is actually our first game on World Warships console. That's right, our very first game. And right away, again, I was actually paying attention to something, but I looked at the teams. I actually wanted to turn off my anti-air and secondary batteries away. My AA guns and my secondaries do not give me away. That's something I would say to do when you're in a destroyer. It doesn't matter what destroyer you're in. Always turn off your AAs and secondaries before you start the battle, because for one, you're going to need that so that you don't get spotted. This is especially going to work for higher tiers as well with the destroyers, because aircraft could spot you and stuff like that. But we are not really top tiered. I mean, on World Warships console, the worst you're going to meet is one tier higher than you. And that's the thing about World Warships console, which is pretty cool. I do like that little feature. So what am I thinking right now? Well, I'm thinking about going for C. Yep. That's where I'm going. And I actually spot the enemy battleship, the Dialokoto, or whatever. And then I spot the Danny, which is I think a British cruiser. The Dialokoto is a Italian battleship, and that other cruiser over there, I didn't catch the name of it, but I did spot 3 enemy ships. So trying to get into this capture cap. And I did spot a cruiser right over there. So I spotted like nearly 3 to 4 ships, I think. I wanted to fire my torpedoes that way because I wanted to see if they could reach them or someone would go into them. I didn't know those torpedoes was coming over this way, but I did get spotted momentarily. So what I did is I was going to slow down a little bit, pop smoke, go undetected, but that guy gets wiped out instantly. But while I have my smoke going there, guys, American smoke is actually you could say the American smoke is a lot more better than any other nation's smoke, because it lasts longer, so yeah. But otherwise, let's pop some torpedoes in the water so way that enemy cruiser doesn't come near us, but he's over that way. There's also that other cruiser right behind these islands over here. Seeing if I can get any torpedoes off them that side. Try to shoot at this guy, but my shots hit the island and I get detected. But that battleship's not really paying attention. So I was thinking about firing at this guy, and I did fire my first several of him, but I'm going back in my smoke so I can go undetected. 2 shots broke on him, but it still could be causing a fire on him. That's what I'm hoping for. The destroyers mostly fire HE, but now I'm out of range of him, so yeah. I launched torpedoes, maybe expecting that Kaiser, a German cruiser, to come out. I fired him with HE, and I switched to armor piercing. Now I was wondering why I was moving forward, so I pressed stop, and my teammate is pushing me. I was like, oh, okay. This guy's still out of my reach, but that Kaiser is, well, kind of still. So I switched back to HE, because my first AP salvo didn't hit. That ship is out of my range. That battleship is somewhere out there, but there he is. I was thinking about coming out here and torpedoing that cruiser. I did capture the base. It doesn't look like it's that good because I didn't get a single torpedo hit and stuff. But only doing 1,485 damage. But I did ask my team to concentrate fire on that cruiser while I go after this guy, because that battleship is way over going on over there on the other side of the map, which is kind of helpful. And this is the reason why I turned off my AA guns and my secondaries. Watching this guy, I was thinking about firing right here, but I hold off because I didn't want to go being detected yet. So if I get detected, this cruiser might know I'm here, so that's something I didn't want. And then I also, as you've seen too, I activated my boost. And this cruiser does detect me, but I'm real close already. And I don't know if he knows I'm here. But I fired torpedoes like forward and backwards, so if he does go forward or backwards, he does get hit with them. I fired at him with HE shells. And I killed him with my torpedoes. With only 2 torpedo hits. Nice. I was working for that other cruiser so he doesn't fire at me, but my teammates already finished him off, which is really good. And I realized there's the battleship. So I was like, you know what, I'm already detected, so I'm just going to fire this guy. The destroyer's right over there, so I have nothing to worry about. I'm seeing if I can see anyone else coming along there. So what I'm thinking about, launching a 2 salvo of torpedoes after him, because he's not paying attention, and I'm shooting him with HE, hoping to catch him on fire. 2 shots actually depends. I spot the aircraft carrier. At first it took my initial thoughts, but I wanted to try to set some kind of fire on that battleship, so he could use his damage control party. These torpedoes look promising. The first one misses, the second one runs out of steam. But I do keep on hitting with my shells. But that's right, you know what? I'm not worrying about that. I'm actually going to worry about this guy over here. But I do get 3 shots that actually broke on him. No fires on the battleship, sadly. But my engine boost does deactivate. So, yeah. But this carrier is setting secondaries, and I popped smoke because I didn't want anyone behind me or enemy team. If there's anyone there. He tried to launch his torpedoes, but they were just too shallow and dropped too early. So I launched a first salvo of torpedoes, launched a second salvo of torpedoes. I fire my guns again on 2 guns. My first salvo hits, only 2, and my other 3 hits. So I got 4 torpedo hits. Fired this cruiser, Russian cruiser, the Bokotoyer. 2 shots actually hit and did some damage on him. But he's going behind the island, so I have no more of actually getting him. I'm now up to 47,000 damage, guys. So you thought this game wasn't going to be that fun, was it? And I wasn't expecting these shots to really hit at that ship. And I did turn my AAs and secondaries on, but I launched my torpedoes right here, expecting the aircraft to be knocked out the sky, but I decided to turn them off. Even though I'm still kind of being spotted by the aircraft, I was thinking about turning around and launching more torpedoes, hoping maybe someone can, with those torpedoes, I was going to help destroy that destroyer, but that battleship is way out of range of my guns. That's the thing with destroyers, they don't have long range with their guns, so don't expect getting into long ranges. So I decided to ask my teammates to focus fire on that enemy cruiser, which I think it's a British tier 4 cruiser. He gets only armor piercing, but he can do a good bit of damage, but I'm still with good hit points. So I fired my first salvo of HE, switched to armor piercing, get the capture, well, you know, the points for we saving the capture, hoping to get a Citadel though. Those 2 shots broke. He launched torpedoes, but I'm not worried about them because I see there's a ship in front of me. So those torpedoes hit that. Hoping to get a Citadel hit, hoping so much. And yeah, get a Citadel on him. Well, he's a very, very low hit points. Why, Wargaming, you do that to me? But, you know, whatever. At least we got a victory. And yeah, I'm real surprised with this victory, and I was happy. This was our first victory for today. And like always, guys, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, please leave a thumbs up button, and please subscribe to the channel if you want to, guys. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye for now.